This is a demonstration of 40058. The item came in. The customer's complaint was shuts off within 10 seconds. We're able to duplicate the problem, and that problem has been resolved. I do want to show some other things that are going on with this. So we're going to turn it on, and we go over here, and we push this button. And now the way it came in is within 10 seconds, the display would disappear, everything would disappear, there'd be no sound. Now I don't know if you can hear this or not. I'll turn the volume up. But because that probably distorts the microphone on this camera, it may override my voice. I'm going to dial that down a little bit. One thing I noticed though, that the customer supplied remote control, several of the buttons do not function. What happens is, let me get a little pointer here. When you depress a button, this light should glow. So I'm going to press a button that I know that works, and you can see the light go on. And there's some other buttons here that I can push. Watch this. When I push the power on or off button, an essential, well, let me get my finger out of the way. When I push that button, nothing happens. When I push the standby button, nothing happens. When I push the volume button, oh, it worked. Oh, it worked briefly. Oh, okay, so that button is intermittent. Before it wasn't working at all. That's good. So what's happened is many of these buttons that have not been used, the material inside, the conductive material on the back is worn. This is why the volume control is intermittent. Let me see if I can get it to work again. I was surprised it didn't work previously. Look at that, it's working, it's working. Okay, so the volume is working. I wouldn't trust it though because it wasn't working at all. The power on and off is not working at all. The standby button is not working at all. Some of these other buttons are not working. I just pushed CD, and you can clearly see it's lighting up, but it is not changing state from aux. And I can push some of these others. Cable, no, didn't change. Satellite didn't change. TV didn't change. Blu-ray disc didn't change. Even though the red light here is lighting up. And I have an explanation for that. I don't know if this is going to show up, but let me get some light here. On this remote control, it says, come on, focus, PRC 130. In doing an internet search for a replacement remote control, PRC 130 does not come up. PRC-129 comes up. So I suspect the reason why some of these buttons do glow but do not cause a response in the machine is this is actually the incorrect remote control for this device. Some features do work, but most of them do not. So I have searched for replacement remotes. They're relatively inexpensive. But again, if I push standby, this red light here should light up. When I push power, this red light here should light up. When I push satellite or CD, it lights up, but it's not changing state. It's staying in an auxiliary. I am pleasantly surprised that the volume works. Well, the volume's not working now. We saw it work before. It's not working now. And the batteries have been checked, they're fine. So this remote control is effective. Notice before the volume control, when I push those buttons, we did get the red up here. Now it's not happening at all. So this remote control is not functioning, and I suspect it is not the correct remote for this device. Oh, there's the volume working again. How crazy is that? Okay, I got it. In order for the volume to work for this, we have to push the N button here, which is AVR. There we go. All right, so there's, even though the volume buttons are somewhat worn and intermittent, that will work. But as far as selecting other functions, you can't tune it. Well, let's try tuning it. Let's go to tuner. We gotta get into. There's the FM tuner. Now let's see if this will tune. Channel level. Oh. Preset tune. Here it is. Tune plus or minus. Holy Jesus, the tune is working. I'm loving it. Well, maybe we can put an antenna on the back and actually pick up something here. Hang on. There we go. We got a little antenna in the shop. It says tuned, but I'm not hearing anything. Oh, Jesus. That took a while. Okay. I'm still not certain this is the correct remote for this, but boy, that came when you called, but then you fooled us. Enough is enough. What about the times you said you had the answer? Okay, but still, here's your power button, power on and off, not working. Here's the standby button, not working. It appears there is enough functionality in this remote to at least operate the volume. And to tune the item. How about that? Woo! Home Depot, True Value, and Do It Best. Okay. We're going to wrap this up, inform the customer it's ready to go. And I'm also going to give them the information on what I think is the correct remote for this.